Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today we are getting back to All of Us Are Dead. This is the penultimate episode, number 11 from season 1. I am very excited to see where things go. As we always wonder, is the second to last going to be the big one, or is the last going to be the real big one?
I don't think we have to worry about it on this one.
Ye old pentultimate. Hey, look, Chuck Norris made it just in time, so I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to see where he guides the kids after this.
He's got a strong suit of plot armor on, our Chuck Norris guy, but we love him. We love him, and I think he is going to save the day. It's my prediction. I mean, more than he already has.
Well, you know, he has saved at least that moment. But for the day, we still have yet to see.
not over.
Hey, I still want to know if he got ninja bit,
Nope.
and that's just it after a little bit here, or whatever the case is. But our main baddie is still rocking and rolling. I really hope no.
Hot on the case.
He's hot on the
Hot on
case.
the case.
He's smelling everything, and I hope he finds
Do
him.
that again, answer. It's actually a little too accurate. It's a little too
It's absolutely
accurate.
terrible. But let's see what happens. Let's go!
There's our guy.
There he is.
All right.
Oh, are we getting like his point of view up to? Yeah, that
Got
has
the
to be
olive
it.
green jacket on, the black backpack.
Oh, well, that was a quick POV.
Oops.
What a moment.
He just had a backpack on. What happened to his backpack?
Well, you know, just giving you the visual of a quick.
There he is.
Oh shit!
Oh no.
Get your bow ready.
아이씨, 여기 아니네. 너 뭐야? 여기 어떻게 왔어?
Oh boy.
여긴 줄 알았지. 어디다 왔어? 그쪽은 괜찮아? 다 괜찮지 뭐 씨발.
Love it.
학교 천국이야. 간다.
Just,
어디가
He's
새끼야?
done.
I wish you would just figure it out.
말라고 새끼야. 말 좀 들어. 이씨.
Oh,
Yeah, call him a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's done.
It's like the battle of the excellent haircuts.
Oh, here we go. Oh, it's foreboding music.
안 고프냐고. 졸라 고프지.
Yep.
Hey.
난 지금 배가 부르거든.
Oh,
그래서 나 살았다. 다행인 줄 알아.
That's interesting.
I dig it. Because that was just we were trying to.
이 냄새 뭐야?
What's that smell?
왜 그것들 냄새가 묻어있어? 뭐 무슨 냄새? 누구라고? 너 정산이랑 같이 샀지? 그 새끼가 누군데? 그 새끼 어딨어? 도대체 뭔 소리야? 알게 해줄까?
Oh!
should have just shot him right away. Bow and arrow.
저게 테스트장 뒷문으로 나가서 공사장 통과하면 바로 뒷산이거든. 산 넘어서 양동시로 간 다음에 아저씨
Oh boy.
Oh!
I'll make your ankle hurt.
뛰어 빨리.
Gave him the old Kurt Angle treatment. Oh, they do not have much of a lead there.
At least they got a door here.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was close.
Jeez.
nice.
There,
Okay.
that'll help for a little bit.
That'll take a minute to break. But
They're going.
bad
No.
news is they're trapped.
못 나가. 야 대수야.
This is why I wish they knew to go for the throats, because they could start picking.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Well, there goes that.
What has he got in the bag?
There's a backpack.
Has he got grenades?
Remember, he grabbed some stuff. I thought, or maybe he just had it in there.
They all ran into the net.
No, they're not smart.
Oh, he's doing the T-Rex method from Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Is that going to start a fire?
Holy shit, it worked.
No, but they're gonna attack it.
Oh, I thought he threw it outside the fence.
천사나, 먼저 데리고 가.
아빠
No, we're not.
Okay, he's got a plan. He has to because he picked up the bag.
Oh, no. Oh, that sounded like a bite.
Did you hear that click?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like a bite.
Nothing on his jacket, though.
No,
He got bit.
he got bit in the last episode.
Yep,
right
right there. Yeah, when he was blocking him.
먼저야, 아빠 봐. 가. 뛰어. 뛰어.
Run, it's all for nothing then.
Oh, my God. Like 10 minutes in? Not even?
Oh,
That did not play out how I thought this was going to go.
No, I thought we'd get him for like the whole episode.
Down to their last couple arrows.
왜?
upstairs? So we're going to get trapped upstairs? Oh, come on. Back to the roof
Oh,
again.
maybe they can barricade it or something quick.
Oh, we were just stuck on a roof.
Well, I thought we were gonna be stuck in a tennis court the whole time.
Isn't this the same building as episode 1 where they were doing all that?
Might have
Bullying
been.
Where she was being recorded.
Yeah, I think it might have been.
No, not her, but the other girl.
The other one. Oh, I don't like this.
Out on a scaffolding?
No, but they'll be able to climb up if they need to.
That's all she's going to think about.
차라리 죽는 게 낫다.
I was hoping. I
Yeah,
just like a
we all were.
바이러스는 사람을 다른 존재로 바꿔버린다.
Imagine if he could be a Hamby.
죽은 사람은 잊을 수 있지만 변한 사람은 잊기 힘들다.
just like that. That's how their paths cross.
Oh, here he
Look at
goes.
his ear.
Is he turning into a Hamby, though?
He's getting that infection like the one
Yeah.
kid did.
Oh!
Isn't that supposed to be the
That's the
magic
neck.
spot?
If they can get him to bleed out, but it's not happening.
너 도망가야겠다. 안 그러면 잡아먹는다.
Oh. Oh, I thought it was something more than just a ball.
도망가라니까 말을 안 들어. 이씨.
After you bit him,
Wow.
Okay.
It was interesting that he like zero blood loss after taking that arrow in the neck.
늘 죽고 엄마 아빠 죽고 그게 사는 게 일.
죽을래? 그럼 너 죽을 거야? 니들 고3 돼봤어? 진짜 죽고 싶은 게 뭔지 알아?
야 고3이 무슨 벼슬이냐?
벼슬인지 아닌지 네가 돼봐 이 새끼야. 니들
Interesting. Help us out in the comments on that.
너희 아버지가 우리 전부 살리신 거야.
Yeah.
너 평생 잊지 않고 살게. 우리 다 그럴 거야. 많은 사람이 기억해주면 그 사람은 꼭 천국 간대.
good speech by her.
Well said.
이진아, 가자.
어딜? 왜?
어디 뛰어내릴 만한 데 있는지 한번 돌아보자. 우리가 선배잖아.
선배는 무슨 선배 대접도 못 받는데.
나 이쪽으로 갈 테니까 너 저쪽으로 가.
아, 저 쿨한 년.
제가 갈게요.
찌그러져 있어.
됐어요.
아우. 나와.
You little.
There's the levity for this episode.
아무도 희생하지 않았으면 좋겠어.
That's all they've been witnessing.
Yeah.
One.
Like in the last 5
누구
minutes.
덕분에 산다는 건 너무 힘들어. 우린 해줄 수 있는 게 아무것도 없잖아. 죽은 사람 목까지 열심히 산다는 건 너무 이기적이잖아. 죽고 싶은데도 못
Yeah, you don't want
죽잖아.
to let him down.
No.
이쪽
뭐가?
넌 기억 못할걸?
뭐를? 청산 잠깐만.
Oh, here we go.
이게 나 아니면
Oh, nice.
이게 나? 잘 봐. 이거? 아님 이거.
Like
왼쪽이
the flashback
훨씬
to the first.
나.
무슨 얘기야?
내일 얘기해 줄게.
Tell you tomorrow. Let's make it through one more day.
One more day.
One
Yeah.
more day. Take it one day at a time. I like how when he stands,
Yeah.
leans back.
Yeah.
Leans back, but yet his head is leaning forward somehow.
There's certain shots that make him look like a character in Karate Kid 3.
Is he gonna recognize that zombie?
He's probably gonna smell him, try to get his scent, or just kick him for shits and
Oh yeah,
giggles.
because
Oh, God.
I was the one that sacrificed himself.
Yes.
So I thought.
I think he. Well, maybe he didn't know him, but. Well, he's not too far behind now. And he just let a bunch of them out.
Yep.
How in the hell are these kids going to survive? They're making it.
Like this. Oh. One of these.
And he got a smell. Of course he did.
Sorry, he's wrapped up in the net.
It's so crazy to me how he can just walk.
Oh, now we're back here.
다음 24kHz로 높이겠습니다.
Oh,
Yeah, they're gonna figure this out.
here we go.
효산 시내 17개소에서 테스트한 결과 24kHz에서 가장 높은 반응을 보였습니다.
There we go. Run it through.
Yeah,
It's like a quiet place.
just gonna say it looks awfully familiar, doesn't it?
All right, so what we're gonna do is bring them all in.
전술 드론에 음파 발생기를 부착해 타격 지점으로 감염자들을 유도한 후 최소 폭발로 최대 효과를 거두는 것이 본 작전의 핵심입니다. 작전
Here we
지역은
go.
효산 사거리, 종합운동장, 효산고, 효산 미래대학 포함.
Is that where they were?
High.
Future college?
No, Houston High.
효산시는 총 17만 명
High
중
school.
Oh yeah.
각
But
격리 보호인원 11만 명을 제외하면 약 6만 명으로 추정됩니다.
Oh.
60,000.
Oh.
Oh, I forgot. This is really going to affect her.
yep. Is she getting hungry?
Oh my God, what's happening to her? This is different.
This is.
It's evolving.
No! It's happening.
Oh.
먹어.
Yep. Oh, she's hungry.
괜찮아. 먹어.
Oh, they're giving
It's
the inner
okay.
dialogue.
Eat him. Oh my God.
배고파.
She has no control right now.
Oh my God. This is such an interesting view.
Oh, she
Fight it.
controlled it. Oh,
Fight
good.
it. Oh.
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 She controlled it.
Oh, she's.
Let's just keep that to ourselves.
다음에 또 그러면 너 말고 나 물어.
What?
Whoa.
No!
기껏 물려봐야 너처럼 되겠지 뭐.
No,
always
that's
work
not how
that
that
way.
works, pal.
안쪽 1층에 산으로 가는 쪽문이 있는데 거기로 가야 될 것 같아.
누나,
Only way.
안에도 다 좀비 투성이잖아요.
We gotta lure him away. Make some noise.
저거랑 창문 타면 옥상까지 갈 수 있지 않을까? 누가 저기 올라가서 소리 지르면 좀비들 따라올 거 아니야. 그 사이에 여기가 비면 빠져나갈 수 있지 않을까?
될 것 같은데?
안 돼.
그 방법밖에
안
없으면
된다고.
Yeah, she didn't want to sacrifice.
우리 다 같이 살기로 했잖아.
Options are getting a little
Yeah,
limited.
it's hard to do that.
There's not a boombox at that job site somewhere they
나도
can.
마찬가지.
그럼 일단 기다리자. 어제처럼 비라도 오면 소리라도 덜 들리겠지. 언제 올 줄 알고. 무릎에 쑤시는 게 꼭 비가 올 것 같아. 하늘 봐.
It's like she's 80 years old or something. Oh, my
너무
knees.
맑은데요?
Well, she's a senior. She's old.
들려?
뭐가?
Birds.
지금 당장 대피하래.
누가?
Oh, she's hearing the. Yep. Hearing the announcement.
지하철 지하 주차장으로 대피하시고.
폭발이 일어날 거래. 지금 대피하래. 폭발? 무슨 폭발?
That'll be their chance.
화산사 거리. 우리 학교에 폭발이 일어났는데.
군인들이 씨발 언제 그런다는데?
지금 즉시 대피하라는 소리만 들려.
Soon. I don't know how practical it is, but that is kind of a cool shot. They were coming out there. You think they'd have each have a case that they would just open up.
Yeah,
They open up. They wouldn't just fly out.
Yeah, but
See how
I don't
like,
care. It looked cool.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
more important.
Look at how many there are. Holy crap! All from that truck.
Not one of them's gonna hit each other, huh?
Oh, they're programmed.
It's a lot of drones. It's all look like Star Wars drones.
Good. I like how they're utilizing those.
Yeah.
Hey, we're gonna fly these low.
Yep.
Have them chase to our certain spot, and then we're gonna blow the freaking horn.
Oh, jumping out of windows.
Oh, face plant. So this must be one strike area,
Yeah.
strike zone.
I thought they would have them with some speakers or something, though. But I guess the noise is
I
enough.
think they're just almost sounds like they're
Oh,
running.
she got loose.
Oh, there's the mom.
지하나 화장실 같은 데로 피해 있으래. 핵폭탄 같은 거면 어떡해?
아, 우리나라에 핵무기가 어딨어?
지금 우리 학교 폭파시킨다는데.
아, 씨 어디로 피하라?
You can think they don't, but you can still worry about it.
And he's here.
He's here.
We know that doesn't work on him.
잘못 들은 거 아닐까? 아무 소리도 안 나잖아.
Only thing left now that takes him out is potentially what's coming.
Yep.
from the-
There's a loud noise.
여기 있네.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Just launching themselves.
wow. See, I don't know.
Nah.
A little bit of a skin condition there.
Yeah, that was the one that they showed us episode 2 ago. What are we calling it? John's virus or something like that?
Oh, I was just wondering if they're gonna show her.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so they do.
There's
It's like the this is like the opening credits scene with all of them looking up like
Yeah.
that. Shoot him through the neck. Well, now he's holding him off the building.
well, we already saw what happened to his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, break his arm.
Oh my god. Oh no, you got him.
Oh. Ooh.
Whoa.
Way to show up late, drones. Somebody boot him off the scaffolding.
Well,
There you go.
God.
모두 타격 지점에 도착했습니다.
발사해.
here we go.
Please be Hamby.
I don't think we're getting
Please
any
be
more
happy.
handies.
너 아무 일 없을 거야.
오늘 여기선 아무도 안 죽어.
아무 얘기하지 마. 우리 내일 얘기하자. 응?
잘 가지고 있어라. 잘 가지고 있을게.
He grabbed the other ones to another one. Oh.
So she watched.
Hey.
She watched her dad about 15 minutes before.
And now losing
And now her
him.
best friend.
This show is not pulling any punches.
It
with,
does
the emotional ride it takes us on.
I'm still holding on for that little bit of sliver of hope that maybe he's a Hamby.
수혁아, 1층으로 내려가.
전부 따라와.
You're bit.
하리야.
Another sacrifice.
Feeling any better about those fast moving zombies, Oak?
No. Significantly worse. It's a game changer.
Whoa! See ya. Yeah, but who'd they just throw down to the first floor to the ground? Unless he's gonna go after the drone.
That's definitely working.
Oh, landing on some rebar.
Look at you.
I doubt
Ooh.
him getting blown up is going to take him out.
Yeah, no kidding.
God, what a twist. I guess they teased it for a while. We guess we should have seen it coming at some point. How many times does he have to get bit for them not to
I think
smell him?
he's got a turn, I think.
Oh. Dude, at some point that's going to go down.
Well, they're all falling down an elevator
Yeah, an
shaft.
elevator shaft. So
Well, you know what I mean, though? They keep hitting everything on the way down. Eventually, that
Yeah, the scaffolding's going to go down eventually, but for right now, he's getting them all piled up into an elevator shaft. Smart move.
oh, shit.
This guy just the biggest pain in the ass in the TV series ever. Ever.
Well, you don't know how to take him out?
No.
I think we need to separate his head from his body.
That's about it.
That's the next step.
This is a blood.
Let me ask you something, Logan. Do you even know how to take me out? Start by cutting your head off, then go from there.
Shit.
Damn it.
He's not a Hamby.
죽이면 진짜 재밌을 것 같았거든.
Super fun.
He's doing that.
이런다고 멋있어 보이는 줄 알아? 아무도 인정 안 해. 교장 죽인 거 들통날까봐 무서워서 이러는 거잖아. 넌 어쩔 수 없는 겁쟁이의 지질이야.
There you go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There you go. Fight dirty.
It's got the rebar, too.
너도 안 무서워.
Get him down the elevator shaft. Oh, no.
That was in the heart. Oh! That was in the heart. Why is it still coming?
Why is it still coming?
Oh! Oh, shit.
Get him with a brick. Give him the old Ron Weasley. Oh, there it is.
What do I do now?
And like
Boy, if he could just
Wolverine.
take out that last eye.
See, that's what I was hoping he was going to do with the rebar.
Yeah.
So then he can't see. Fighting blind.
Oh, he's really in there. Oh, what a touch that was. I think he might get him in the eye, Answer. I do. I think he might get him here.
I hope he does.
End scene.
They're going to start, and then that's when we...
Oh, shit.
폭격 완료.
Oh.
효산 사거리 폭격 완료.
Well, can we, before we say complete, can we get a confirmation?
Oh. Here we go.
Well, goodbye.
Seeing everybody.
Yep. Thanks, y'all. And here's the opening shot.
The bass didn't seem to bother her. Wow.
I'm just looking for confirmation. Are they done?
Oh, here we go.
Down the elevator shaft. Oh, looks like they both got vaporized.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
Oh!
Oh, shit. I thought they were going to fade to black for the episode right there.
I think we're about to.
작전 끝났습니다.
내일 아침 병력 투입해서 소탕 작전 시작해. 이거는 자네가 맡고.
제가 말입니까?
This whole episode. Wild.
면회 오신 거예요? 구경 오셨구나.
방금 전에 효산시 폭격했습니다. 효산시 인구의 40%가 사망했습니다.
40.
사람이 어떻게 그렇게 뻔뻔할 수가 있어?
Gotta look at the opposite side like they were talking about earlier.
죄송하다. 전해 주십시오.
I get the feeling he's done with the service.
He might be done, period. He might be signing out.
Is he going to notice something that he didn't think of before? You think?
It's kind of
They focused on they focused on that binder for just a millisecond too long for me.
Is
He's
he
gonna put on
opting out?
Well, that's what I was saying. I think he's done.
Because of what he had to do. He's not going to be able to
he's-
live with himself.
He's gonna put on his.
tell his story.
오늘 오전 이 바이러스를
heavy.
만들었다는 이병찬 교사의 마지막 영상을 봤습니다.
Oh,
바이러스에 감염된 아들과 부인을 살리기 위해 노력했지만 실패했고 최후의 선택을 했습니다. 이병찬 교사의 선택을 존중합니다. 아버지이자 남편이었으니 차마
oh, we didn't do it.
됐을 겁니다.
I thought for
Oh, no.
sure, but
나는 군인입니다.
we did see him do something earlier.
효산시에 폭격 명령을 내렸습니다. 누구도 저에게 폭격을 지시하지 않아 계엄 사령관으로서 오직 모든 책임을 지겠습니다. 에헤, 참 지금 시간이 몇 시인데 밥을 안 먹어. 학교 못 가는 게 뭐가 중요해. 건강한 게 최고지. 과외 선생은 당신이 알아봐. 괜찮아, 좀 비싸도. 그래, 뭐 너무 비싸면 좀 그렇지.
Come on, don't do it, man.
보고 싶네. 많이 미안하고 사랑해.
I mean, you got a family that needs you.
Somebody's got to come in last second.
I don't think so. I think we get a gunshot and a fade to black.
Oh, damn it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
like, I mean, dude still had a family.
Well, I don't even know.
If this dude is still alive down there.
Dude.
Wow. This
Episode.
felt like the big one.
I mean, where the fuck do you even begin to?
Yeah, I mean, we go back to the kids, obviously, in the mountains, but other than that, where do you go the next episode?
I think our villain made it. I do. I think he's underneath all that. I thought they were gonna show like a hand move or something. And I know,
Look, I'm not gonna say.
I know there's a ton of ash and everything on
But
there.
like, if you look here again,
the stuff wasn't exactly vaporized.
They were
dude, he was
completely
on-
engulfed,
engulfed.
dude.
Well, look
Like,
at this. And they made a point.
they
of
made a
showing
point
him
to show,
being-
like, look at that.
Look at how
He's like,
Yeah,
looks like
he
he's
is-
lava, dude.
he
Yeah.
almost looks like the Human Torch.
Yeah, basically. That's what,
Yeah. What
But-
he hasn't seen.
But when they were down on the bottom, like the hand didn't look burned at all, and I thought something was gonna move. But look, we'll find out on
Well,
the
that was
next.
our main good guys.
We'll find out on the next episode. I guess maybe we'll get absolute confirmation, because on this show I don't take chances anymore, and I gotta see it. But you know what, an episode. The highest of highs to the lowest of lows for the father-daughter combination. I mean, imagine fighting through all that, through, you know, however many days it's been. I think it's been at least, 3-4 days, probably 3, I think, at least, maybe. But nonetheless, having to fight through all of that and everything he did, getting shot, swimming in the water, all the stuff he had to go through, working his way back through the base and everything, only to get to see his daughter for all of like 2 minutes was all that he got with her. And then in the end, had to save her because he got bit in the hand, and, you know, he had to sacrifice himself. And that was all that she got too, you know, wondering what happened. And yeah, Dad's fine. He's okay. He's here to save the day. And then he's gone. Like, that's about as bad as it can get, to where you have the ultimate feeling of hope and everything's going to work out, to just having it all taken away. And then if that wasn't bad enough, then essentially losing who has now become her best friend, fighting our main villain, even after she said, you know, no more sacrifices anymore. It's not where she doesn't want that anymore. And then what happens? He has to essentially sacrifice himself. And then we see, of course, the name tag at the end there. And look, obviously the big story here in the room is with the general, or I don't know if he's a general, but the leader of the military, martial law, doing what he did. I was really torn. I thought maybe he would make a video, maybe he would do it. Somebody would come in, but it's like, yeah, I get what you did. You're very grief stricken by essentially ordering the death of, your own people. But at the same time, you had a wife and a family to live for and to be there for. And it seems like he's taking that away from them and causing them even more pain and suffering by doing what he did. I wish there was another ending that we could have gone with for our head military guy there. But, nonetheless, he said what he had to with the senator, Congress, whatever, the government official there who was very kind of sketchy at some of her own points in the story here. So he did what he thought he had to make right, said what he had to say to her, and then decided to opt out. I didn't love that part of it. I didn't like it, but I get it for the story and what they were doing here. Sacrifices all around in this episode as if we hadn't had enough already. But just to me, this felt like the big episode, and I think maybe the next one will involve our heroes maybe having some chance of getting away, and then maybe that leads into the next season. So look, we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, we were thinking, Chuck Norris was to come in, save the day, and within the first 7-8 minutes we lost him, and it's funny because we're kind of like, oh, what plot armor does he have? Even Oka said it in the intro, and he was shot. He got away from the rest of the military to be able to get there and try and save his daughter, and again he did, but he had to end up sacrificing himself. I thought he was very smart with throwing, the flares, and I thought he was going to leave with them, but then because he could have easily done that, just throw a couple flares, go right out the fence behind him, and follow them right up there. And I think that him with the main baddie would have been a nice epic battle. That maybe then that's where he gets sacrificed because he's going against obviously, a Hamby that's superhuman. It did look like he was taken out though by the fire. It was sad to see that our main guy got taken out because we were, fall in love with the character, seeing that him and Unjo were starting to, see eye to eye and start hopefully building on the relationship. They kept on saying, we'll talk about it tomorrow. We'll talk about it tomorrow. And now there'll be no tomorrow. And I was hoping he would take out the other eye on Guinam before.
They were teasing that a little bit.
It seemed like it. And like when he threw the sand in his face, that's what I thought he had immediately done is with the Rybar is just take out his other eye. And then it would have been perfect. They've made sure they've shown that he can smell, but if he can't see and he's just going based on smell, that's going to help out, in that fight at the end. But and then them trying to get to the top and they're on the scaffolding, which was smart at first, but then when we saw how big the explosion was, they were front and center. They would have been taken out. Yeah. And who knows how healthy they are right now after the explosion that happened around them. So we saw debris flying all around them and then a bunch of smoke coming up. So where do we go the next episode? Because obviously it's going to be with them and we're going to find out where they're all at and, where they go from there. Because where do you go? The soldiers come and they said, get to the subway and underground will save you. Well, you just were telling them the last episode that, hey, they may be asymptomatic, take them out anyways. Mm-hmm. The same commander said take out kids. Yep. I can understand why he was grief-stricken and why he did what he did, but you're also right. He does have a family, but I don't think he could live with himself knowing that he had to make this call and do all these things that he had to do at the end of it.
Yeah, for average Joes like us, it's easy to sit here and say, you have a family, but we have no idea in that moment what he's fully going through.
You saying
besides
armchair
a lot
quarterbacking is easy, Diamond Dave?
It's easy for us
Is that what you're saying?
Call plays from chairs, but again, we don't know how deep the guilt was running. We got a surface level, right? Yes. But for being in his shoes.
Well, and again, I think we should. I think we should also acknowledge there might be some some cultural things that maybe we don't get with
There could
their
be.
version
There could be.
of military or however that might be as well.
And then also just hitting
There's a
you
lot of
even
factors.
hitting you even more in the gut than with the text messages from his wife right after he did what he did.
Especially if
So.
it sounded like they had an argument.
Yeah, and then and she's like, "I'm sorry, I yelled. Just when can you come home?" Because she's think of it from her end too. She's fearful that something's going to happen to her husband, and he had to make a tough decision. So, where do we go from here? Another great episode. Edge of my seat, pretty much the whole thing about what they're going to do again. So another good one.
Yeah, I mean, these guys said it already. A lot of gut punches, man. It's just sacrifice after sacrifice after sacrifice. Usually with these shows, you get one or two of the main characters per season that have to make the big sacrifice, and that they're, the rest of the group tries to do their best to make sure that the sacrifice isn't in vain. But it's just like over and over and over. We've seen this.
And I like she said that you feel the guilt when they sacrifice you of having to live for them and to make it worth something.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a pressure, right? Like, well, they sacrifice. I bet you better go on and do something big because that's what's going to make their sacrifice worth it. Because if somebody makes a sacrifice for you and you just give up, it's like you saw the dad's anger when he's yelling at her just to go. Like I'm doing this so you can live. Go, go, go. And look, obviously a fictional story, but you have to, just for a brief second, just imagine yourself in that situation with your own kids. You'd be like, just get out, just save yourself, and I don't think unless you have, I shouldn't say siblings and stuff, but it's different if it's kids. Like the whole go save yourself type thing, and you willing to put your life on the line. But yeah, just a super heavy episode. Guinam just keeps coming back. I thought he was gonna lose the other eye too and have to go off a smell. When he had the rebar, rebar would have been the perfect, because we knew. I felt like. The writing in this show has been really good. And it's like they don't just put certain stuff in there for whatever. We saw the rebar go through him. We saw them grabbing rebar. I'm like, okay, obviously jabbing rebar through him isn't going to do anything unless you get it in the side of the neck. So I figured maybe but we saw him take an arrow to the side of the neck and it didn't do anything. So I thought he was going to lose his other eye too. I wasn't expecting, our guy to lose his eye, but then he grabbed him and it was interesting because as the explosion was coming, I don't know if it was the explosion that pushed him down the shaft. It almost looked like he grabbed him and pulled him down the shaft.
Maybe a little bit of both.
Like a little bit of both. But he was gonna, sacrifice himself to make sure Guinam didn't go after the rest of the crew. But just a heavy episode. And then of course, the sacrifice of the dad with our military leader at the end, because they didn't make him out to be a super bad guy, they just made him out to be stern. Here's the guy who's
very
got the
pragmatic and
he's
looking at the
guy
percentages.
who has the tough decisions to make. This isn't the first show to say, hey, look, we might have to, bomb our own people to try to eradicate, zombies or, some sort of illness. So, but the level of guilt that right, wrong, or otherwise that he would have to live with, knowing he was the one who, pushed the proverbial red button, but just wow, we don't come into the channel expecting every show to give you the warm and fuzzies at the end or to have some sort of great resolution. Now, of course, we have one episode left and we're leading into another season, so who knows what that looks like, but yeah, this look, if this was the build up to the next episode, I don't even know what to expect there. But the whole show's been all kinds of twists and turns, so we'll be here for it. So I can tell you,
they go to the lab or something and do some more with that. Who knows?
It's too late for that.
Yeah.
Well, because they still have the one girl is in the lab yet. So
yeah, but they stated that once they've been dead there.
Right, because they show he watched the video. So
yeah. It's kind of ping ponging off you there, Oak. The show is titled "All of Us Are Dead." Maybe, but caveat, right? We know that season 2 is supposed to be coming, so maybe not all of us are dead. But yeah, I think you guys covered everything already. But I was not expecting this episode to deliver such gut punches as you guys were saying. This kind of emotion in the penultimate here, because now I'm left wondering, like, it's not like I don't feel like we got bows on anything. I'm just left like, oh my God, we had a lot of sacrifice here to what I would consider for me as key players.
Yeah.
In this series so far. So, like, how do we go into the last episode with all of this? To me, it's still chaos because of all of what just happened here at the end and on the strike zones, and with what happened to the gentleman there at the end. I forgot his name already, but just having that, I loved how they gave that time to breathe, because some other TV shows probably would have been boom, 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 and it's done.
Yeah, and then
they
fade to
let
black.
you feel that emotion and left you building it up yourself too, along with what they were doing. So I do appreciate them giving time on that. Yeah, and when you opened the office, I was wondering, and I know I kind of mentioned down there, I'm like, and I felt the same way you did. Like they put the camera on that end table,
Yeah,
but you also saw the uniform there
that's-
too.
yeah.
But doesn't mean always, right? So that's why, at least for me, I was like, okay, I'm not even going to think about the uniform, but that table, they did something. But then, of course, shut the blind, and then that was like, oh,
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
c-
like that was
that-
writings on the wall.
But they did do a good job of making you kind of go back and forth. Oh, will he? Won't he? Will he? Won't? You know, you're kind of back and forth a little bit. It wasn't like totally cut and dry
until it
of
happened.
what he was going to do.
Until it happened. Because I was at least having some inner hope of somebody just walking last second with some kind of news,
something.
whether it's good or bad. You know, so I'm curious to see how they're going to play that out. I do appreciate, because they left it pretty graphic. They didn't need to show the aftermath of what happened to him, right? But they did. So I do appreciate that, because sometimes it's, kind of tricky for some folks. They don't want to see it. Some folks want to do want to see it. In this case, you built it up that much. Just, at least in my opinion, just go ahead and show what you've shown right there. So I can't believe Lee, at least to me, he was the lead, because that's where we started the story with. Yeah. Him and Anjo are the stories that we started with. So to me, that's, again, considering the lead there. I can't believe that he got bit. I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, because he kept coming like the Terminator at every Guinan. He just nonstop.
Literally like the Terminator.
Yeah, he was.
Throwing out of
Pretty
buildings
much.
at 3-4 levels high. You're just
Scorpion
getting
that
it
one time.
into the neck, which we saw in here. Didn't phase him.
No, the arrow to the neck was
It
nothing.
literally took the fire to basically evaporate, just torch him, just so he's a pile of ash, essentially. So that was interesting as well. I'm glad the other students, while we did leave off, I'm wondering now that I'm talking this out loud, because the way they left that off, that force that comes through, like that sonic wave, I'm wondering now, because they made it a point to show debris, really big debris was falling. I'm wondering now if we lose somebody after the dust settles, kind of thing. And I'm wondering if one of the students, at least one more, got hit.
Well, on this show, who
The
knows?
show is titled "All of Us Are Dead."
It wouldn't surprise me.
So
That's not one bit.
It would be kind of, I think, anticlimactic, though, if you came back from the episode and like they're all gathered around after the dust clears and you see somebody like with a chunk of rebar or something in them. Not to say it'd be like anticlimactic, but it would kind of be like, well, I mean, I get it, but like, did you just write that person off just to try to get, a reaction of sorts if there was really nothing we could see? Or it's always weird when you come back to a new episode after something like that happens.
Well, to me, it wouldn't be. Actually, I'm actually going in expecting it now, because the way we're talking, like the way they had the debris falling, the smoke to cut to black, I guess I wouldn't be surprised now. I would be, but not, that if they had one student get something just to start off with, like another gut punch.
Yeah, like maybe like a student is covering somebody, protecting them, and they got like a
that'd be
chunk of
another
rebar.
heroic-
something,
I
yeah,
could see that happening.
Another bravery,
They could,
heroic
easily.
part for a character.
Another
in here,
sacrifice.
Oh,
which
jeez.
they ended up trying to protect somebody. I mean, This episode's actually kind of hard to talk about because all you can focus now on is just like the ultimate sacrifices that everyone had in here. But I feel like it was almost the tale of two episodes because the way the dad started, I was so pumped to see Dad come in, do his thing. I really thought he was going to utilize the flares just to get everyone over there, and then he was going to go with the kids. But then we heard the last crunch, so maybe that was his plan to like get him on that side, and then we go this way.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like the quarterback. You know?
Zigged when he should have zagged.
Should have did that. But
One of these.
man, this was probably the best episode just because of how much chaos, and I was not expecting really any deaths at all in this episode. The last one, at least one, but I'm glad they gave us what they did here. Bravo to everyone involved. Great story. Just man, what a
that last scene when they were doing the bombing and we were seeing all of our former characters as zombies all mixed in there looking up. That was brilliant. Like, it was like a reminder of just how many people we lost and how many people sacrificed themselves for our heroes.
Glad you brought that up.
Point there.
That was an
I do like how they did that. And then of course the mom and dad.
Yeah.
Their paths crossing in in a zombie form. The zombie way. This episode was well done. I mean, even if the last episode for me is a dud, it's still wouldn't do anything.
The writing's been too good. I can't.
I don't think it will be. But I'm curious now to see what happens.
We will see.
We will definitely see, and hopefully you all enjoyed it as much as we did. So for Appleton Oak, Diamond Dave, that's Mason Quinn. I'm of course the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, pals.